Hi, I'm Ashleigh and today we are making a chocolate fudge cake. To begin, you will need the following ingredients: 200 grams of dark chocolate, 140 grams of butter, 200 grams of light brown sugar, 4 medium eggs, a teaspoon of baking powder and 100 grams of plain flour. For the cake, we have to melt the chocolate in a bowl of a pan of simmering water, and then after we have to set it aside to cool slightly. So I'm just placing the chocolate individually into the bowl for it to melt. The chocolate is used for flavour and binding and aesthetics. As you can see, I've got oven gloves and I'm going to use these because it protects you from, burning yourself. As I said earlier, I'm going to set aside the bowl to cool slightly. Okay. I'm going to take the butter and the sugar, and I'm going to beat it until it's creamy texture. The fat is to texturize the product. The sugar adds the sweetness and the flavour also. I will be cracking these eggs, putting the egg whites into one bowl and the egg yolks into another. We're doing this because we need the different parts for different ingredients. Here's the egg yolks that I've separated from the egg whites. I'm going to be putting in a leveled teaspoon of baking powder and 100 grams of flour. I'll be folding in the baking powder and the flour into the creamy sugar and buttered textured substance. This is how your mixture should look after you've folded. I shall be now adding in the chocolate. As you can see, it's nice and rich in colour. I am now stirring the chocolate into the mixture. I'll be whisking my egg whites until they hold their shape, and then I'll gently fold it into the cake mixture. As you can see, the egg whites have peaked. If there's something in the bowl, for example oil, the egg whites will not peak. I'll be taking the egg whites and pouring it into the chocolate mixture. This is the consistency of the cake mixture once the egg whites have been folded in. I am now going to grease the cake tin with the brush. I'm greasing this in order for the cake not to stick to the tin. I will now tip the mixture into the tin. The oven is set at 180 gas mark 4. I'll be taking the tin and putting it into the oven. I'll come back 35 minutes later to see what the product looks like. I've taken a skewer to see if the cake has cooked. I'll know if it's cooked if the skewer is clean. I've just transferred the cake to the plate, ready for icing, so I'm going to dismantle the pieces. I'm Ashleigh, and join me for part 2 when I put the icing on the cake. The fact is to texturise the product and soften it up. And it adds moisture. Wow, boy. You cut that bit out.
That's fine.
Okay. It adds moisture and richness and adds the flavour too. So I'm just going to crack this egg.
On TikTok.
Okay, that's better. Right, okay. I'll be taking this and transferring it onto the plate, ready for icing.